I've had my eye on this game. I do like shooters. I've been playing BattleBit like nonstop because I love it. BigFry, awesome dude, awesome creator. He's actually making his own game. It's interesting to me. I've been following like Doc's Dead Drop. I want to be excited for shooters again. And right now, the only shooter I'm excited about is BattleBit. This looks like something I could be getting excited about too. So let's check it out. It's called Transience and it's by BigFry.
Months, I've been working with a team of developers from this community to create our first indie project called Transience. It's a stealth action tactical FPS inspired by Max Payne, Splinter Cell, and Rainbow Six, set in a dystopian Texas setting in 2056.
2056. Sounds awesome, man. I already love it.
If you guys can do us all a solid and wishlist this game on Steam, we just passed 20,000 wishlists, and I really want to run that up this year, but we need your guys' help. Click the link down below if you enjoy what you see here and support what we're doing. Welcome to Devlog 3.
Kakashi, yeah, go for it.
Stuff to talk about, and if you guys missed the other devlogs, I have a playlist up on this channel so you guys can follow along. Now, last time we showed off the P90 inspired weapon, which I thought looked really, really good. This episode, we can finally showcase our new SMG, heavily inspired by the MP5. On top of that, we finally got our Sega-style shotgun ready for animation, as well as this bad boy right here. Now, you guys know me.
Dang.
I love a nice F2000. We got this thing.
I'm not as much of a gun nut, but BigFry definitely is. And the gun nuts who play games or shooters will, I think, definitely like a lot of what BigFry's about.
Modeled, textured, and being rigged for animation. On the next devlog, we should have the rest of the weapons finished so I can showcase the entire...
Gonna wishlist it right now, Link? Nice.
...to you guys. Dustin and Frankie have been putting a lot of effort into the animations, the rigging, and making sure that these weapons feel right.
And also, I've been following BigFry for a while. He's a legitimate guy, like, honest opinions. He's even been promoting mobile games recently that he thinks look cool. So this dude's not, like, tied down to anything. He's super honest, and I don't think he would be scamming people at all with his game. It looks really good. They're putting a lot of energy into it.
On top of this, our 3D artist, Cody, has also been working on a few different attachments.
And they've also been super transparent by like showing you and telling you everything.
That have now gone into the game. A few different optics, as well as a couple new foregrip attachments. Here's a picture of our XM5.
Dude, these guns look crazy.
Like, we're pulling this off, and seeing stuff like this just makes me so proud. It just geeks me out, man, and I'm excited. I'm sorry, let's get back to it. For our environment,
love it.
Frosty and Chris have gone through and done a new pass on our warehouse environment, adding new pathways and a landing pad for flying vehicles to stop by.
That's right, Ghost Boy, gotta get that double tap.
Futuristic element to the space, which is something that we realized we were missing in this level. On top of this, we upgraded the roads.
Dude, how sick looking.
We were missing. This adds a much more futuristic ways and a landing pad for flying.
I love the look of this game so far.
To stop by. This adds a much more futuristic element to the space, which...
Yo, this is kind of like almost like a Stalinhog, a Simon Stalinhog setting.
Something that we...
I wonder if BigFry knows about Simon Stalinhog.
Realized we were...
If not, we gotta show him. We gotta show him, chat. We gotta let him know.
Missing in this level. On top of this, we upgraded the roads leading up to this compound with security gate checkpoints and a unique design wall.
Super cool.
Lines the cliffside, kind of leading up to the warehouses. Out in the forest, we added a new pathway inspired by a location in Texas, and seeing as this is an alternate timeline Texas, we wanted to grab a few landmarks that residents might recognize. Our landscape...
Shout out to the Texans out here.
We have rolling hills, we got rivers in places that they shouldn't be. The city it takes place in is called New Houston, which gives us a bit of creative changes, but we still want to look into different landmarks and
this is cool looking, man.
And architecture to kind of draw from, and we've been doing that the entire time. The next environment that we've been working on is entering the final stage of completion, with the addition of billboards and signage, as well as the completion of all the geometry that lays out this map. It's not quite done and it has been a work in progress for quite some time, but it's coming together now, and it's just looking fucking awesome. Now, these two guys have learned a lot through the environmental design journey. And
Backrooms. Yeah, we did.
Internally calling server facility. So we're taking
socialize
a large map, room by room, and laying out a visual design that our artists are both on the same page for. The early look of this map is already coming along, with that dystopian billboard telling employees when they can and can't take breaks. Signage like socialize scattered among
That's awesome.
For encouragement. This is like if Facebook kept getting more and more depressing.
Yo, right?
That corporate, dystopian, depressed lifestyle.
Dude.
So you guys will be seeing a lot of this kind of stuff.
You straight up.
The one thing I was...
Oh, man, I was going to say this one thing That literally looks like iPhone UI. It looks like a smartphone. Apple UI up there on the screen.
World. The one thing I was actually really excited about was creating.
This is Transience, made by BigFry. He's actually in. They're making it now.
Our main protagonist's head and face. The way the game works, without spoilers, is the first little bit is you tracking down where your gear and where your suit has been taken. So for those cutscenes and those story elements, we needed a face to the player. Here's your first look at Eli Reed, an accountant for hire, a veteran of the new war, and the character you will be playing in Transience, inspired by Max Payne. In our first devlog, I showed off the initial art tests for the cutscenes, and I'll be honest, we were missing a lot. This is where we were.
Dude, just by that admission, you can tell he's an honest guy, because what other game developers say, like, talk about their mistakes. Just wanted to point that out. Like, he clearly wants to pursue perfection with what he's doing. Like, he has a vision in mind.
In December of last year.
Nature has a funny way of teaching us lessons without being loud about it. Subtle ways. From the thickening air.
I kind of like the comic book start. It's different.
Vanishing fish. So much can change from our collective actions. Yet the river still flows one way in the end.
And this is where we're at now.
That was just how it went. Another spot
on
the city's wheels.
Cool.
What did it do naturally?
I like the art style.
New Houston. Round.
I also love the film noir, like, kind of music in the background.
The corpos hardly set foot out here, let alone leave a watchful eye to take.
Corpos.
There's never anything to note. Anything other than the typical was a unicorn of a day.
It's like Max Payne. Yeah, he was saying it was heavily inspired. I never really played Max Payne, so maybe someday that's something I can stream, if that's something I can play on PC.
It's about to become.
Nice, dude. I love it. I feel like I'm already getting into the story. I'm curious what happens.
People wanting to dig at me or, you know, kind of tear down the project a little bit is like, what do I do on the project besides pay people to work on the game? Which, by the way, is already tough.
Oh, yeah. Is it based off any year? It's a futuristic Texas in 2056, I think he said.
This is what I've
called
been doing
New Houston
for the last couple of months alongside True Doom, who is our narrative lead and script writer. We've been going through and placing dialogue volumes, mixing audio, and making this a much more cinematic experience. So when certain story bits are playing, you can still move around, shoot at enemies, get into firefights. Gunshots and sound effects are a little bit more muffled so that the story beats can play over top, and it makes it feel more like a movie.
Robotic horses.
Limit the player to stop doing what they're doing while the story's playing. I hate it in games where if you're talking to somebody on a radio, your character has to slowly walk so they can fit all the dialogue in. It's been a work in progress, and we're trying to figure out the best way to do it. We're well on our way, and that's what we've been working on. It's tough to talk about dialogue and story because we don't want to spoil anything, but
yeah, please
still
don't.
Work in progress, working with voice actors in recording sessions, making
I love the atmosphere, man.
Dialogue, getting the right inflections and dialect. It's been an awesome.
I'm a sucker for seeing cities like way off in the distance.
Overwhelming at times trying to manage this many voice actors, contracts, recording sessions, and just the sheer amount of audio files. It's been pretty awesome piecing this story together. I've gone through and made every single panel that you guys will see in game. Every picture has been set up in engine with animations being made in Cascadeur to make sure the characters look right, the lighting is proper, the weapons are being held correctly with the right attachments for continuity. That's what I've been doing, creating the visual side of the storyline that True Doom has been writing. And we've been working in tandem trying to get this story done.
Good work, man.
Sometimes it feels like a monumental task, but then I look around and I just see everybody making such great
It looks like a win, man.
and it's starting to all come together a little bit more every week. Frinky, on top of rigging weapons, has also got our second gadget on the go, which is our EMP. So we've tied the EMP to our lighting system, meaning that when you shoot it and it goes kaboom, lights get taken out for a period of time. Cameras will also be disabled by this, so you can move freely without being hot.
Yeah, so for those of you guys who don't know what this game is, it's a single-player stealth shooter.
It's also added in the first pass of our body dragging mechanic, so when our AI discovers bodies, they'll become alerted, call for backup.
Nice.
This allows you to hide them in darkness or around corners, and hopefully the AI won't spot them. This is a core staple to the
Nice, bro. Give me Splinter Cell vibes.
And I'm just super psyched to see it finally come to life. Chris has also modeled our Medi-Pin and armor pins for the suit, so when you want to replenish health or armor, you need to find these items around. We're going to get them rigged and animated.
Hey, let's go, Viking.
You can see them being used within.
He's using the Force, yes.
Really pumped about. And we're on the cusp of making a lot of breakthroughs with our AI to the point where we're willing to show it off to you guys. Right now, they're not quite there yet, and I'm just being honest. I'm hoping we can show some stuff off in the next devlog, which will probably be in a couple of months. But for now, just know it's very much a work in progress. Last devlog, we showed you.
That's nice. Also knowing what to show viewers and what not to show them. Smart.
You guys the concept of our visor HUD, and
this is the first one I saw.
Actually got it done, implemented, and it works great. We're currently working.
So you can see down here they have a slightly unorthodox view of how many bullets you have in your magazine. It's interesting.
Through the UI elements for picking up weapons, which you should see in the next devlog. This is still in concepting stages, but we're trying to take an idea from Borderlands, where when you look at a weapon sitting on the ground or in a stash crate, it shows you the stats at a quick glance, so you
what about the blood? True.
You can decide which weapon you want to use.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you for giving the player more information. Thank you for, because you give us information, we make our own decisions. Yes.
Again, it's still early stages, but if the HUD process is anything to go by, you should be seeing that in the next devlog. This is everything that we have been working on since the last devlog. There are things that we want to showcase to you guys, but they're just not ready to show. Things like audio, our AI systems, and the story itself are still very work in progress. And I don't like showing things too early because it opens us
tactical
up for
bleach
sprayer feedback where I just don't think it's beneficial to us yet. So stay tuned. We're busting ass and trying to get you guys an awesome shooter to play for a cheap price. This has been the most stressful, beautiful, nerve-wracking, and incredible experience I think I've ever been a part of in my life, and I can't thank you guys enough for the patience and the support and the positive reception to everything that we have going on. This isn't some fly-by-night YouTuber project. We're putting every ounce of ourselves into this game, and I think that you guys are going to love it. I hope you guys are going to love it. We are approaching our 1-year development anniversary, which is on June 1st. We have done all of this within 11 months. If we can hit 30,000 wish lists by the time
11 months.
our 1-year anniversary comes up, I will be eternally grateful to you all. For those asking for demos, hands-on, and helping us test, we aren't giving anyone access until we believe that it's ready to go. I'll be signing up for Steam's Next Fest later this year, but if a demo isn't ready to go out, it just won't. I want it to be ready, and we'll do our best to get it there, but as with everything else tied to this project, if it's not ready to go out and if it's not ready to be shown...
Who mentioned the soundtrack? I believe they talked about the soundtrack in the second devlog, if not the first. I think they talked about the soundtrack, and I think they're going for this like noir feel. But don't quote me on it.
I love you guys. Thank you for following the channel and supporting everything that I have going on here, supporting the vision that we have as a team, and giving us your time. For those in the Transience Discord, we will be transitioning all public communications over to the BigFry official Discord. I find that running 2 community Discords is tough enough, so we're going to be creating a separate section within my official Discord for everything Transience related. Once the game launches, we're going to be using the Transience Discord for bug reports and feedback and everything game related. But since this is a BigFry project being made with spare ad revenue and sponsorship money from the BigFry viewers, we feel it's best to keep everything within the official BigFry community Discord and have it all under one roof for now. Again, if you want to support this project, the best thing you can do right now is wishlist the game on Steam. It costs you nothing. We're not asking for pre-orders. We're not going to Kickstarter. We're not doing anything but taking on the stress, the burden, the financial risk. We're doing all of this ourselves, and with your guys' support.
Now contrast that to the game we just watched. Complete opposite, right? Epic Mega Grant, NVIDIA partnership. They started the Kickstarter. What did they show us? Running and Lego building. We've got so much more content just out of this one devlog.
Support by liking these videos, showing up to live streams, being subscribed to the channel, becoming a member or becoming a Twitch subscriber. All of that helps push this project forward, and I can't thank you guys enough for getting us to where we are now. My name is BigFry. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Smooth outro. Love it. Yeah, go follow BigFry if you guys haven't. He's awesome. He does like lots of shooters and stuff. This is actually a very funny video. TikTok star is scamming his audience with a fake game. It's crazy, man. People out here scamming people left and right with fake games. Always good to see legitimate indie developers, because again, that's what we're promoting here. People making good content that aren't greedy corporate shills. That was Transience. If you guys haven't already, check out BigFry. He's awesome. Thank you, BigFry, for your work.